weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half, and it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were on the other end of the spectrum of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Robinson. That's complete to Pierce. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Robinson. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Now Gino on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Throwing again is Smith. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Robinson throwing to start the drive. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action, Robinson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Chris Wormley. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Robinson to throw on third down. Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Smith. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Smith's pass complete to Alvin Kamara. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Now Geno. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Robinson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Robinson dancing to his left.
A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll take this to the 46. Second down, another run with Taylor.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Robinson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Complete to right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Saints on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is third down and 12. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. And it would appear they're about to go 3-0 in this preseason, this being the most important win of the 3 as they look to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Blake. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. To throw on third down, Peyton. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 24. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start here with Jackson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
On 3rd down, Peyton. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
McLaughlin for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints again ready to go on offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking for Wright, and he finds him.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, Garoppolo. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo again. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Complete to Zaccheaus.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run again with Jackson, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, it's Jackson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On the give. Here comes Jackson. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Garoppolo on first down. Wright's got it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Garoppolo. He finds his man complete. That's right. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. This to Hines on the drop-off. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere,